So my name is Anina Noel Watton and I play Marjorie.
And my name is Matthew O'Leary and I play Joan.
My name is Anna Conway and I'm a stage manager, actor and writer, and I live in Lurgan.
And I'm Nathan Martin. I'm also from Lurgan, and in this production I am the artistic director of Dark Forest Theatre.
Well, I had known about Nathan's work. Nathan is our director. I'd seen a few of his plays and really liked them, so I followed him on social media. He put up the open casting call and I applied. I did a self-tape and I got it. I didn't really know what the story would be, and then when I found out it was about Marjorie, a real person from Lurgan, I was really excited. I think it's a brilliant story.
Yeah, I found out about it online as well. A friend sent it to me and they said, you should apply for this, it sounds great. And I was like, absolutely it does. So I sent in a tape for it, and then I was lucky enough to get it and get the script, and I read the script and I loved it. And yeah, I just think it's a really exciting opportunity, like you said as well, because they're real people and we are kind of retelling their story for the modern day, and it's very exciting.
I think because me and Anna are both from Lurgan, we grew up with the story of Marjorie McCall, so I couldn't tell you when I ever first heard it because I've always known about it. And I think what inspired me to create it was Dark Forest is now in a position that we can bring stories and local stories to the forefront of the community. Right now, I feel like it's incredibly important that we are continuing to learn about our history and our identity as a country and sort of where we come from and the local stories that we've all sort of grew up with. And hopefully by bringing one of Lurgan's most famous stories to the forefront, we're keeping sort of local history alive, and I feel like that's really important.
It's something that everyone in my family sort of passed down and told, and there's different variations of it as well. I didn't know that there's a version or there's a legend of it where her husband died of fright. I'd never heard of that one. And the Shankill Graveyard is right in front of my granny and my auntie's house. So it was always sort of there, and around Halloween time we'd run about, and it was always, when I was in school, we did plays of Marjorie McCall and things like that. It's always something that I always knew about, but I always thought it was just sort of something that was just that people knew in Lurgan. I didn't actually realise how famous it was. I sort of always grew up with that story.
I wouldn't say that I've put a twist to the story. I think I've used the skeleton of the story to sort of flesh out who these people are and these characters. I feel reading the story of Marjorie McCall, you just sort of find out that she was buried alive and then she woke up. But I think it's quite interesting to find out how did she get there, why did she get there? Her husband was a doctor, so why was he not able to sort of help her or save her or use his expertise? So I think I fleshed out the story in a way that people wouldn't expect. I think again for 18th century Lurgan, you know, what did that look like? What were those people like? What were they sort of telling? What was their stories? What did they find interesting? So I have created a story that is still true to what people know about the Marjorie McCall story, but I have taken it hopefully in a direction that maybe will make people think about what people at that time period were also going through and sort of their own thoughts. So I would say there is a twist, but it's still true to the original story.
People should come to see it because it's real people, but reimagined. It's modern, it's contemporary, it's fresh. It's exciting, and it's really nice to do something that's around Halloween that's a serious, interesting play with great dialogue and good acting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is, just like you said, it's a really energetic retelling of a story that people think they might know, but they don't really know, and it's fantastic to see a new spin put onto it. It's also fantastic to see a Lurgan story told for the people of Lurgan in this community, because I feel that's something that we need a lot more of in this country. So yeah, come and see us.
So the play is going to be performed in Lurgan Town Hall on the 19th and the 20th of October. And then on the 25th, we are going to do a show at Brownlow Castle. We are going to have the Marjorie McCall play in February as well, and we'll be taking it to Belfast. So it's not just the 3 shows in Lurgan, there will also be shows in Belfast within the new year. So excited to continue with the work for that and continue to bring the story of Marjorie McCall to a wider audience that's not just solely Lurgan based, but hopefully all of the country will hear the story and be proud of our history and where we come from.